Greetings, comrades. Just wanted to drop a little video today about wage theft. So wage theft is not a Marxist concept. This is something that liberal bourgeois economists also understand is happening in the US today. Wage theft actually makes up the largest amount of theft that occurs in our country, more than like burglaries and robberies combined, right? Wage theft is when your boss is not paying you the full amount that they're supposed to, right? And we have a few examples of this. Everything I'm reading here comes from peltongraham.com. They are an attorney's office that specializes in wage theft for construction workers, but this website just has a lot of good compiled information. So that's where I'm getting this from. So according to the Economic Policy Institute, again, not a Marxist organization, legally owed wages totaling over $15 billion are stolen from minimum wage workers alone yearly in the US. $15 billion among the lowest paid among us. And when you open that up to the entirety of the working class, we are looking at $50 billion per year stolen by the bosses from the working class, okay? So this looks like a few different things. Not paying workers for all the hours worked, right? Like making them do extra things off of the clock and not paying them for that. Failing to pay even the minimum wage. This happens a lot as well, especially to service workers, disabled workers. A lot of people, immigrants, right, are paid often less than the minimum required wage. Sometimes workers are misclassified as contractors to avoid overtime requirements. Sometimes illegal deductions are taken from the wages, and this can be things like having to tip out management to them just like pinching a little bit here and there. Oh, we didn't like the way you did this. We're going to deduct a few dollars from here. Denying workers their final paycheck after they quit or are fired, just not releasing that last paycheck to them. Not paying required overtime rates. So if you're supposed to be paid time and a half for every minute of overtime, maybe they round that down and aren't paying you that required amount, or miscalculating hours to undercount what workers are owed, literally just like shaving time off of your timesheet. So all of that adds up to, again, about $50 million per year stolen off the backs of the working class, and that just goes straight to your bosses, right? The people that already own all the capital, own the business, own your means of production, are literally stealing money from you, the worker. And they also make a point here that even if you don't care about working people, it is also stealing from taxpayers, because you think of a company like Walmart, where so many of the workers there are also on welfare programs. They're also getting SNAP benefits. And if they were actually paid what they should be paid, maybe they wouldn't have to use those benefits. I mean, I don't know what else they're going to do with our tax money besides buy weapons, but ideally our tax dollars go to help people, but the boss should be paying the workers a living wage before we even need those welfare benefits. So yeah, that's just a little short note about wage theft. So it's important to check your hours, maybe take your own notes. If you're doing like a clock in type situation, make your own little note of when you clocked in and out, making sure you check your paycheck for random extra deductions, and maybe do your own math and advocate for yourself if you do think that your boss is stealing from you more than just your surplus value, because that's just capitalism. Wage theft is extra capitalism. Cheers.